Hey there, welcome to our deep dive into mutability in Python. If you've just started in IT and feel a bit lost when it comes to this, don't worry. I'm here to walk you through everything you need to know, in a way that'll make your brain cells sing. Imagine you're at a party, and there's a table full of dishes you haven't seen before. Some of the dishes are like mutable objects, like the lasagna, because you can take a bite out of it, but it still remains as a lasagna. Now, here's where things get interesting. In Python, you can manipulate mutable objects, like a list, because it's okay to slice into them and take out chunks or change an element here and there. Mutable objects can be altered even after their creation. They're versatile and flexible, just like changing your outfit for different parties. On the flip side, we have immutable objects, let's say, that fancy French cheese. Once you've had a taste, you cannot alter that cheese anymore. In Python, we see integers, floats, strings, frozen sets, tuples, and a few others as immutable objects. Once they're created, that's pretty much it. They can't change under any circumstances, which helps maintain the integrity of the code, but sometimes might make things less efficient. You've gotta understand that Python uses different kinds of storage for immutable and mutable objects, which directly impacts memory and performance of your code. Mutable objects are like stacks. You can put things on top of it, take them off, just like a pyramid-style pile of books. It's easier for the computer to manage mutable objects in Python, allowing developers to make changes without worrying about data leakage into unrelated parts of the program. Conversely, immutable objects require linear allocation. It's more of a single-file arrangement, where each change generates a new object. It might seem like a hassle, but it guarantees the safety of your data from unexpected mutations in your code, keeping the bugs at bay. Think of it as a lockbox safeguarding your French cheese. Now, why is this important? Well, mutable and immutable objects have different implications when it comes to performance and memory usage. Mutable, being mutable in nature, offer more speed and efficiency in operations like lookups, insertions, and deletions compared to immutable objects. However, with higher speed comes a high cost of having to manage and allocate more memory during these operations. On the other hand, immutables are lighter on memory usage but slower during these operations, but they are a lot safer, ensuring the accuracy of your code. So, as an IT fresher, understanding the pros and cons of mutable and immutable objects is essential in deciding the right tool for your tasks, just like deciding your food choices at a party based on its nature. But how can you apply this to your code? Say, you are managing a record of employees in a corporation and their respective roles. As a mutable, a list works perfectly, as you may need to modify this record, say adding a new employee or removing an ex-employee. But with strings representing employee IDs, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which are immutable, a change would mean creating a new ID for a different employee, hence new memory allocation, which can get costly for a large dataset. And here comes the beauty of Python's design. In this scenario, dictionaries come into play. You could map employee IDs to respective employee details like their roles and contacts. Using mutable dictionaries would allow us to easily update and scale our record. But as we want to ensure the integrity of our data, in cases where we store something not meant to change, like a record of a fixed historical event, immutable objects like tuples or frozen sets come handy. So, armed with this knowledge, as an IT fresher, you can make informed decisions while choosing data structures in your Python coding endeavors, taking into account performance, memory usage, code integrity, and more, all depending on whether we are dealing with mutable or immutable objects. In conclusion, mutability in Python gives you more flexibility, but it's a double-edged sword. Like our party dishes analogy, understand that mutable objects like lasagna offer versatile possibilities but might lead to unintended changes if not carefully handled, whereas immutable objects are like our French cheese, safe and unaltered. If Python just introduced themselves today, I'd tell them hello and say, Python, meet me and the IT freshers. I thought you could give us a wholesome tour around mutability because, as an emerging developer, understanding mutability is the first step in becoming a full-stack Pythonista. I hope you found this deep dive worthwhile. Practice makes perfect, right? So, go ahead, put what you've learned into action, and always remember to enjoy the ride in your software development adventure. And finally, remember to visit neeraj.qzz.io and subscribe to TechLab for real-time insights into the evolving world of tech. Keep coding.